What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I'm making a quick video because there are some updates. I just, made my preview video for the Saints game tomorrow. And in that video, I had mentioned that there were no new, changes or updates to the COVID situation. But since then, there have been, and so I do want to share those updates with you. So pop over to my Twitter really fast. And so first thing is Dolphins add 2 more players, Kinley and Albert Wilson, to the COVID list. So still not really a huge deal for the Dolphins, but they do add 2 more players. And then really quick, jumping up, because the Saints added several more players as well. As you can see, the Saints now have 20 players on the COVID-19 list, adding wide receiver return specialist Deontay Harris, another key player for them on offense and in the return game, and then a few practice squad guys. Look, I'm just going to say this because, again, I have principles and I stick to it. I think the game should, at this point especially, with them now up to 20 and the Dolphins having I think that puts us at 7 or 8 players on the COVID list. I think the game should be postponed because it's just not fair, and especially with the implications for the playoffs, it should be as fair as possible. But probably not going to happen. Again, though, we still have to wait and see tomorrow if there are any more additions to either of the team's COVID lists. But I just think it's a disaster. But, and of course, Dolphins fans in general, really, it's going to be an unpopular opinion with Dolphins fans, especially with the way that the games have turned out today, considering the fact that we're getting a ton of help. The Chargers lost to the Texans. The Bills managed to beat the Patriots. The Ravens lose to the Bengals, right? So there are a number of things that went in. KC right now is beating Pittsburgh. So that, if KC wins, that'll help us. Tennessee actually winning didn't really hurt us. The Browns lost to the Packers. The Colts won, so that doesn't help us any. But with the way the rest of the stuff has gone this week, it's actually very favorable. And if the Dolphins manage to win out, which obviously I would love to see, and I would love to be able to see us go to the playoffs, I gotta, and again, it's an unpopular opinion, but I'd rather the Saints be, as close to full capacity or, whatever as possible. Now, injuries are a little different. That's something I think it's ridiculous. So what now? We're just going to have to get used to not only injuries being a major factor in games, but now COVID, right? So is that going to be a yearly thing? Are we going to have portions of the season that is, and especially during the playoff time, because that's when, viruses and colds circulate the most. So what? Are we just going to year in and year out have major fucking effects to games because of COVID at this point? I don't know. It's frustrating to me. I don't like to see it personally, and I'd rather see, teams play, that was one of my frustrations with the 49ers game last year, when people were talking about, oh, look, the Dolphins are so great because we blew them out. Now, again, you can't really do much about injuries, and they were primarily injured. They didn't have as many COVID issues, but, it's different context, because injuries are, longer lasting generally, right? Even minor injuries tend to stick around and linger, soft tissue stuff. Whereas COVID, it's going to just be 1 week, this team gets affected, and next week this team gets affected, like the Browns, right? And they had to move their game. I don't know. It's ridiculous, and it's a fucking mess. So that's my view. I know it's a super unpopular opinion. Look, if we go in there and we win tomorrow, and they're super shorthanded and we win, and part of that, I'm going to talk about it, and it's going to be the context. I'm still going to, appreciate the win, enjoy the win, and it's going to make, the playoffs videos and stuff that I make that much more, relevant and exciting and stuff. So that's cool and all, but again, I like things to be fair, and they're up to they are up to 20. We're up to like 7 or 8. And it just, they have so many key guys out. Anyway, all right, you get the picture. I'm going to get out of here. Before I do, make sure you check out the Rave On Sports App, the new fan-driven sports app for all your sports, whether it be basketball, baseball, football, college, whatever you like, they got it. And they are looking to enhance your game day experience with live play-by-play coverage, live chats with other fans and content creators like myself, as well as giving you an arena to dispute any bad officiating. And so make sure you look for the links to that in the description box. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at DillonTartaro, as well as on Instagram at Dolphins_with_Dillon. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.